Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Stephanie and I will be your yoga teacher for today. I applaud you for showing up even with the low back pain. I know that it can be very hard to show up when you're in pain. So go ahead and start with the pat on your back. You're a rock star. You know how to make it better and you're doing that, and that's amazing. We're going to start laying on our backs. If your back is a little sore or tender, you can put a pillow under your low back, or you can put your blanket down and lay on your blanket. So go ahead and start by laying back. We're going to take our knee or our feet to the edges of the mat and then allow the knees to drop together. This should already give your low back a little bit of relief. Go ahead and bring the awareness to the present moment. Right here, right now. Noticing the air around you, the smells, temperature. Noticing any sounds. Maybe your belly's making sounds here. Wonderful. So we're going to start by stretching out our right leg. If you have a strap, please grab your strap. If you don't have a strap, one of your kitchen towels can work. That's what I'm going to use here. I do have a strap, but I'm going to be like probably most of you guys at home using my kitchen towel. So the first thing that I'm going to do is lift my right leg up. You should now feel your whole spine on the ground. It should be connected to the mat. We don't have to try to straighten this leg. We can just leave it up. If your lower back is tight, you may already feel this pulling at those muscles. We're just going to be gentle and slow today. We're not moving roughly. We are showing ourselves some massive love. So, with this right leg up, go ahead and roll your ankle one way and then roll it the other way. If you want, you can take your blanket or towel behind the leg. And we can give a slight pull here. We're not straightening through this knee. We are trying to pull back here, not through our hamstrings. So just give that a nice, gentle tug there. Feel that edge. Breathe some love into them tight spots. So nice. We're going to do a reclined pigeon. So go ahead and get rid of the towel. Cross the right knee over the left leg. You may already feel this. I'm kind of tight today and I can already feel this pulling in my low hip. So we are here. If you feel like this is enough for you, please just stay here and just press into that right leg. If you want a little more, you can come up to the tiptoes on that left leg and then maybe lift it. When you lift it, you're really going to feel that stretch in the hip. And you can thread your hands and interlace them behind the left leg. And breathe here. You can straighten that left leg if that feels good. You can use that right elbow and press against that right knee if you want a little more here. Awesome. So go ahead and release that left leg slowly down. Unravel the legs. Recenter yourself here. And pick up the left leg. So, same things on this side. Go ahead and just rub some love into the tight areas in that left leg. You're going to do the same thing on this side. So go ahead and grab your towel and put it around your leg. And gentle tug on the left. Breathe. We are happy little yogis working on ourselves. My low back used to give me more problems than I knew what to do with. It would cripple me and send me to the pain medicine or the muscle relaxers immediately. And after about 9 months of yoga every day, I've not had a flare-up since. Beautiful. Go ahead and release that towel. And left ankle over the right leg, right below our knee. Once again, if you're already feeling that through the left hip, please just stay here and just add some gentle pressure to the left leg. If you want more, go ahead and bring the tiptoes to the right toes and lift up. Whew, my hips are tight. Go ahead and thread behind the right leg. If you need more, push with the left elbow into the left knee. Breathe. We're not holding, we're not clenching. We are thoroughly enjoying ourselves here in this little bit of discomfort. We encounter lots of uncomfortable situations in life. Our breath can always get us through it on the mat and off of the mat. If you want a little more, go ahead and straighten that right leg. Just keep pulling. Keep feeling that stretch all down that left hip. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and release. And we're going to rock left or right. So we are massaging that bottom half of our spine. If it's sore, you can skip this. If this does not feel good, please don't do this. You could always take your legs in circles too if the rocking is too much. So just give that low back a little massage. And now let's rock the whole spine. So we're going to rock up and down. If you feel like you can grab your feet and rock, be my guest. This does pull more in our hips and our legs. And rock and roll. And we're going to just come up to seated and then come around for all fours. Just slow and gentle. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my blanket. Slowly here, we're going to find our all fours. If your back is hurting, this may not feel the best. Go ahead and find your neutral spine here in all fours. Making sure that your feet aren't coming in together. They're hip width apart. Knees hip width apart. Fingers shoulder width apart. Our booty is over our knees and our shoulders are over our wrist. Drop the belly and inhale slowly here. Exhale, round through the spine. Push up through the shoulders. Feel that relief in the low back. And inhale, drop that belly down. Lift that chest up. Only tilt the pelvis as much feels comfortable here. Round that spine. And inhale, drop that belly. Lift that chest. Exhale, round. Beautiful. Go ahead and push back into our child's pose here. Hands back towards our feet. Breathing. It's a great little lower back stretch. And we're going to come slowly back up to all fours. Find that position again. A little twist here, so see if you can look around towards the left and find your left foot. You should feel this all in that right hip. And turn the direction, looking towards your right foot now, feeling this in the left hip. And back to center. So we're going to take our pigeon. So we're going to pull the right leg up first. So our right knee is coming towards our right hand. I am so tight today. So this is where the props, blocks, and bolsters all come into play. So my blanket can tuck under my right hip and provide some relief there. This works your low back and stretches your low back at the same time. If this feels good, we stay here. If you want, you can come down to your forearms or to a block, or even a bolster would be very comfortable right here in front of us. Just breathing here. Finding comfort in our minds while our body is in a discomfort can be one of the most challenging things we do on this mat. This is the part that rolls over into my everyday life, though. Short, quick story. I'm in a networking group, and so we meet every week. And I have to stand up and talk for 60 seconds in front of a group of like 50 people. And that's not easy for me. I can talk all day long to you, knowing that one person is watching this video at a time. I'm not speaking and standing in front of a group of 50. It's very intimidating to me. And I would get so nervous that by the time my turn came, I was so my mind had taken myself to a point of anxiety that I can't come out of. My heart's beating, I'm sweating, I don't even know what words I'm supposed to be saying. And I found that if, number one, I didn't think about what was coming, I was better. And if I concentrated on the deep belly breathing, not just my upper chest, my breathing oxygen into my belly lowered my anxiety. And I would have never learned that had I not come on this mat every day. So go ahead and come up, move the blocks and the pillows if you've got them there, and send the right one back to all fours. Whew. And we're going to bring the left one forward. Pigeon on the left side. Same options on this side. So my blanket can come under my left hip this time. Give me a little relief on the stretch, but provide that low back relief and working that we are going for. Same thing here. If it feels good for you to stay up like this, do please stay up just like this. If you want, you can come down. I'll use the bolster this time to show what it would. I'm sure this is going to be much more comfortable. Yes, much more comfortable than the block. So yeah, back to the story since we're back in this position. Just know that when we get into uncomfortable positions, that if we take our mind and clear it, notice the thoughts that come up like the soda bubbles, watch them pop and go away, and just wait for the next thought to come up, because they will. You do slowly learn to gain control over this. It's a slow process to control your thoughts, but it is possible. It took lots of practice for me in that room to be able to stand up confidently, speak clearly, and not just be shaken so bad I can't even come up with a word. Just because of that belly breathing. Conscious awareness of what's going on and what's happening inside your body is something that should be taught in school. But here we are learning it, right? That's what matters. Applying the things we learn on the mat to our everyday being. Beautiful. Go ahead and come up and get yourself back out of the pigeon. And come over to our seated forward fold Padimottanasana. So if you need some assistance, pop in the blanket under your, that will provide a little bit of niceness there. If your back is really, really sore right now, just use your bolster or a pillow or a blanket or anything that's going to make you feel nice and warm and fuzzy. And we're just going to gently fold here. We are not focused on the stretch in the legs, so go ahead and give your knees a big bend. We are focused on getting the stretch all down the bottom of the back. So we are literally kind of folding over here. And you may feel this in your entire back, and that is perfectly normal. If you don't feel anything, I would suggest you move the bolster or the pillow or whatever you have here, and obviously you will feel it whenever you come over and round. Just breathe. So nice. Okay, so we are going to come down to our backs very gently and slowly. So go ahead and move, or you can have we can have the blanket here. It will be nice. Once again, if your low back is being bothersome right now, go ahead and put that down. We are going to take our reclined twist, so make sure everything's out of your way. And slowly come down to your back. A little core muscle usage there to get back down here this way. And that's what we like. Hug those knees into the chest. See if you can grab for them feet. Biggest hug you've given yourself all day long. Wonderful. And we're going to come back in our arms. We're going to go out in a T. And go ahead and drop those legs over to the left. This should feel absolutely amazing on your back. Make sure your shoulders are on the ground. We are twisting through the spine. If you are here, be here. We are not looking to get the legs down. We're looking to twist the spine, and we want our shoulders on the mat. Gaze is towards the right. Wonderful. Knees back in and drop them over towards the right. Gaze is towards the left. Wonderful. Go ahead and bring those knees back to your chest. And we are going to land in the same position we started. So feet to the edges of the mat, knees drop in. Shavasana. You are amazing. I hope that your lower back feels better. I hope this has offered you some sort of hope. Doing this every day for a few months would offer fantastic benefits all by itself. We didn't work up a sweat. We did not move fast. No high intensity. Yet we're building muscle and we are stretching the places that rarely get stretched. I appreciate you coming and flowing here with me today. I hope you enjoyed this. And I'm very excited to see you back on the mat tomorrow. I hope that you have an absolutely wonderful day today. Namaste.